for popping in and saying hello. Thank you, Virginia, for helping me moderate this live stream. I am just getting off of work, you guys, and I'm so banged up. I'm so banged up right now. Like, but I'm here. Okay, I am here because I have a very important message. I didn't even get out of my work clothes. Still smelling like French fries and I don't even know what. All kinds of sauces. But I'm here. I got my Red Bull and my bell and my message. I didn't write it down because we don't have all day. Okay, we don't have all day for this message, and I need to talk to you guys. It's important. So if you are new here, I'm your bestie on the internet. Duh. I'm your favorite YouTuber. I am your fairy godmother, your spiritual advisor. I am your cosmic cheerleader. And you guys need to get comfortable, grab whatever you be smoking on, sipping on, snacking on, because I'm going in. Okay, let's do a little check in for you guys because I know it's probably been quite a week. If you guys have earbuds in, headphones in, make sure you turn down the volume just a little bit. I am going to be hitting the bell just to like clear whatever be coming through, whatever I be channeling. What I got for you guys is you got them rattled. This is something you're going to be seeing throughout the week. And I feel like you're going to see this for 3 weeks straight. Okay, for 3 weeks straight, you are going to see people rattled, stunned, speechless, chomping at the bit, walking on eggshells, feeling some type of way in their feels, but feeling like they can't really say much. Okay. And the people that do have to interact with you, they're so intimidated that they quite literally might be using an app just to converse with you. You guys during retrogrades, whatever besties I'm speaking to, I feel like you are methodical. It might slow you down during retrograde and it might quite literally annoy you. I know it annoys me when I feel like I'm normally good with my words and then I feel like it's like slowing me down. But you guys are just being more methodical about how you interact with people because retrograde has your tongue tied a little bit. But you are still getting the word out and you are still intimidating. You are still being your charming, authentic self. And if anything, you guys just have people baffled and that energy is not going anywhere. Despite the hiccups that you guys are going through, I'm getting that you guys are going through repairs and hard resets for things that you have swept under the rug and some in regards to healing. Okay, so if you guys had certain things in this last retrograde, okay, and this is very specific, so you guys will know if this is your message. Around Christmas time, it was a retrograde, and you guys could have been getting rid of people, maneuvering away from certain environments. And now into this retrograde, some of that trauma is like bubbling to the surface. So you guys might have a little bit of anxiety on how you're going to cut the head off of that snake, but you're doing it. And even though it's giving you a little bit of anxiety to maneuver through that pain or that trauma that whoever in the last retrograde caused you, okay, so there could have been 1 to 3 people that really had you all the way effed up a couple months ago. And you haven't gotten like an apology, they haven't taken accountability, and so now you've moved on and you're around new people, but you have to make sure these new people understand you fully on what you will and will not put up with. And so you might be being really hard on yourself, like other people will never be able to measure up to any type of criticism that you will cry about because you are extremely hard on yourself. And these repairs, this mending, this improvement, this building that you guys are going through is another unforgettable moment of how you've come to slay, how you are conquering, because all the new people that wanted to step up to the plate in whoever's place or whatever, what have you, they are starting to see that you will not let one thing slide. You will not let one thing slide. Hi, Randon. Hi, Kyrie. Hi, Matt. Hi, Grace. Hi, Kay. Hi, guys. Welcome in. You won't let one thing slide. And even if, because of the retrograde, you missed it at first glance, you will acknowledge it. You will rectify it. And it has people scared. Okay, it has people scared because they're like, oh yeah, I remember auditioning to be in this part, to play this role in the collective's life. I didn't know they were going to hold my feet to the fire. Yes, the fuck we are. We already did this song. We already did this hamster wheel of dog shit. We already did this song and dance. This is not our first rodeo. We've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. So even if we have to slow down to think about how we're going to say it because this retrograde's got us all the way fucked up, we are going to figure it out. And so what I'm seeing for people is that they are so intimidated by you that they are just stuck. They feel like their tongue is tied. They feel like if they do absolutely positively have to converse with you and take accountability in any way, shape, or form, they have to seek advisement or they have to use an app. Okay, you know how there's apps to like help you write an email, to help you write a response. There's all types of apps for that. These people are using that because they realize, oh, I did say that I could be this person for the collective. And now they're in my face telling me, oh, that's wrong. And I'm not going to put up with that. And this needs to be fixed. And what are we going to do about it? What is going to be the solution? And people are like, oh my gosh, you have people rattled. This is going to be the vibe for the next 3 weeks. So I'm here to remind you that as you're like frustrated going through these repairs are setting the tone for like the next year for you. Okay? Whatever you guys are repairing, mending, and fixing, this is going to have people rattled for the next 3 to 4 weeks, but it's also going to set the tone for you for the next year on how your money's going to maneuver. And so don't think, I'm hearing a lot of motorcycles, so a lot of confirmation. So don't for one second think that your prayers are going unnoticed, your affirmations are going unnoticed, all this mending, fixing, repairing is going unnoticed, because it's not. Do not think for one second that the toxic people in your life that you have cut off, don't think that that's going unnoticed. None of it is. The fact that you have these people still cut off, the fact that you did not let up, you did not renege, you did not go back, that is going to be rewarded. There are people that they know you're a nice person and they are reliant on your forgiveness. There are people, even right now, that are going to get cut off in this season for you, in this timeline for you. There's like 1 or 2 people that are really playing too much. Okay, they're flaking, going MIA, ghosting, all kinds of excuses, not answering the phone. They are almost like not really aware of what you're doing with all of these other people, but they are about to be acquainted. You're about to acquaint them with, no, see, this is what I'm on. This is what type of time I'm on right now. And you've been let go. You've been dismissed. You've been discharged. You've been fired. I don't know if you got the memo, but you had me all the way effed up when you didn't answer the phone all last week and I needed you, or whoever this person is to you. There are people that you're going to be letting go, and that is very important. How you take action right now, your words, your the things that you're affirming, the things that you're praying for, and the people that you're letting go are all part of this reset. Because anybody else that's still breadcrumbing you, gaslighting you, leaving you high and dry in your time of need, in your time of repair, you are not having it because you crossed all of your T's and you dotted all of your I's. I am seeing that there are 2 to 3 very important things that you are handling. I mean, you are handling business and things that are not fun to handle. Whether that is a move, relocating, a job, just there's certain things that you're graduating in. And there are things that have been coming up or approaching. Okay, there are certain things that you knew that you were going to have to take care of that are approaching in this next week. Like big responsibilities. And you are looking at every key person that is around. And if they're going to muck about, if they're going to run their mouths, if they're going to pretend, if they're going to pump fake, you are going to cut the head off of that snake. And when it rolls onto the ground, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't. No. Don't get confused because you've been warned. Where you are going, bestie, you've been elevating in such a big way that I don't know what these other people over here thought you were really doing. But they were not taking it seriously and they thought that they could just bat their eyes, give you a cute face, give you like, I'm sorry. These are the people over here where their talk is very cheap and they're the last little bit to go. They're the last little bit under the rug to go. And so what could be giving you anxiety is that you need like 1 to 3 key new players after you've already replaced all of these other people. And you're like, oh my gosh, now I have to find this person. So you guys could feel like you're scrambling. But I want you to remember the power of your words and the power of your prayer and the authority that you speak over your life. And the patience that you have and the resilience that you have. And so you're not giving this little group over here any more chances because there are, again, things that have been approaching that they already knew about, things that you were supposed to need help with, whether it's planning something or taking care of something or paying for something. There are things that people knew that they needed to be a part of. They had plenty of warning. And so as specific as that is, you guys are taking big risk right now in letting whoever you need to let go. And that is going to pay off big. These people have not been supportive. They've been draining your energy and they're disrespectful of your time. They are disrespectful of your timeline. I don't know what they thought was going to happen, but they are on the chopping block currently. So you got them rattled. Mark my words. This is the most intimidating you have ever been. You have ever been. You have ever been. You have them rattled and they're going to be rattled for a while. Blaze, thank you for your donation. Like, you are a baddie. You are the big bad wolf of the forest. And taking care of everything that was swept under the rug, taking care of the people that they flew under the radar just because of the season that you're in. Maybe you only have to deal with people in a certain season of your life. Okay? And you're starting to see like, oh yeah, this little group of fuckery over here. Let me figure that out. Because they effed up. And they could have collaborated with you. They could have had a good life with you, a good setup. And the fact that they passed up on that opportunity is because you are elevating. You are elevating. You have your past, your present, and your future rattled. You are going places. You are impressive. And people are just like, oh my gosh, like you are not dealing with any fake friends. The people that you cut off in the last retrograde, you wouldn't be able to find their number if somebody handed it to you. This is going to be a week that while you're going through frustrations, while you are going through certain hiccups, it's just a special time for repairs because how you handle these said repairs is going to show you a lot about your elevation. It's going to show you a lot about how you're intimidating. It's going to show you a lot about your authority. Now I'm hearing sirens. Like, you are intimidating. Crystal, thank you so much for your donation. There are things that have been hidden that are coming to light. I don't really know what that is right now. I feel like it has to do with someone from the past. These sirens are going off. There is something coming to light with unresolved, unstable things that you are planning or trying to take care of. This could be the thing, confirmation of what's giving you anxiety. So say there's something that you've been planning, but there's a missing person or there's a missing piece. You're like, oh my gosh, this is up in the air. I don't have an answer. I don't like that. So you're really going to be taking initiative. You are really going to be taking things in by the reins. Like, I don't have time to be freaking out. I don't have time for this anxiety. I don't have time to be scrambling. I don't have time for that. And so you're really going to be blossoming and figuring out that you are in fact the total package. And so people all around you, near and far, whether they're on social media, the grocery store, the freaking post office, your job, are going to be telling you, oh my gosh, where have you been all of my life? You are the total package. I've never met anybody like you. I've never seen anybody like you. How you work right now is a work of art. It's like that song, my body's like a work of art. Fuck with me, I'll break your heart. That's you guys. Everything you do is a work of art. If people F with you, you will snap their heart in two. You will snap it. So people really need to be careful around you in this season. You are taking action very methodically, intuitive, strategically, and you're really minding your own business. Okay, you are really trying hard not to be reckless with your words and how you speak about others, because you are seeing that for some of you, judgment isn't even making a full circle, isn't even making a lap around the block. And there is a lot of gossip being spilt about you because of the life that you are leading right now. You guys are looking different. You are acting different. You are speaking different. So the new key players in your life are like, oh my gosh, like, I remember that I promised them that I would do a good job, that I would be here, that I would be accountable, all the things they promised. And they don't even know how to respond to you. But those that are meant to be in your life right now, bestie, they're going to step the fuck up. They're going to be on an AI app like, oh my gosh, okay, how do I respond to them in the most professional way? Because they are on their level up game too. They are also on their elevation game as well. And so those that are meant to be in your life, they're not going to be playing it cheap. They're not going to be playing it frugal. They are seeing that you are like a one-time deal. You got one chance to pull rabbits out of hats. You got one chance to show me that you are accountable, that you're always going to be, and that you're not going to play any games. So say there's been some hiccups or snafus with certain people around you. You guys are being kind and patient and compassionate, but they have to show you action. If they don't show you action, if they don't show you accountability, toodles, and they see that in you. People are seeing you as the total package, the best investment ever. That is how intimidating you are right now. They're like, I'm going to miss this opportunity if I don't get this right. Okay, say you had new employees that you hired, or new people that you're working with in school, new people that you're working with in a project, new people that you're just working with. I just keep getting that. And these new people are seeing like they don't want to miss the boat with you. They do not want to miss the mark. And as snafus happen, because we are in the middle of this haywire, mad scientist type of vibe, because of these transits going on all at once, things are bound to happen. Not everybody is as good as you. Okay, not everybody is as good as you. And you have a lot of sympathy towards that. But how they show you action on how they rectify things is how you're going to maneuver with them moving forward, if there is a moving forward. And so people are like, oh my gosh, like if I want to like be able to work with them in the future, like I need to be on top of my ish. And so people are seeing they better have the right words. They better be taking full accountability because you will not take anything less. You will not take anything less. This ain't last retrograde. This ain't last year where you'd be like, oh, maybe they didn't mean it, so I don't need to make them take accountability. Hopefully they'll fix it and it'll be okay. There's none of that. There is none of that. So people are seeing like you're not playing any games. You are not playing any games. And though you are still learning, that's why you guys show people compassion. But if they don't take accountability and say, oh, you know what? I effed up. And I did notice that. I did miss that. I missed the mark on that. So let me make it up to you. If people aren't in the spirit of making it up to you, toodles, goodbye, best of luck on your voyage. Because you are not putting up with what you put up with in 2023. You are just not. And that is what is bringing you the biggest amount of space to hold all the blessings that you have coming in. You are going to be dripping in blessings. You are going to be dripping in opportunities. So I really want you to be patient and kind with yourself and show yourself a lot of grace, because there are a lot of people that you are giving opportunities to and you are showing them grace. And so you guys need to remember to show yourself grace because you're taking accountability. Okay, so these people are over here and they're like, I took accountability. I'm so sorry. Let me fix this. Let me do that. Let me do that. You guys are the same way. So as you're giving them grace, you need to give yourself grace because you are on that same vibe. Except you are further along. You are further advanced. You are a creative genius. You are a cosmic prodigy. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? So I want you guys to affirm below. I am a creative genius. Duh. I am a cosmic prodigy. They better ask somebody. There are a lot of sneaky snakes that thought they were getting away with certain things, and they are realizing in this season, it's a no. It's a negative ghostwriter. It's not happening. They see that. That's why they're rattled. They're like, oh, I had all these cool plans to take collective out, and that all went to shit. Oh, I'm sorry your plans went up in smoke. These people are seeing that you were minding your own business, and they should have done the same. Okay, a lot of people are dealing with their karma right now, and they're shook. Shooketh to the core. And God has the gloves off. The universe has the gloves off. These people are getting tumbled and rumbled around, and they're like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Karma, consequences to effing with the collective. That's what's happening. So these people that were not supportive, these people that constantly came for your jugular, they are being dealt with. The people that are gossiping about you, the shocking tea about you right now is that you give zero you-know-whats. Zero. The shocking tea about you right now is that not only are you blossoming, but you are very influential. People are impressed by how influential you are. Let me give you an example. This is like being on social media with a bunch of negative Nancys and people trolling and just, doing what they do. Okay? This is like you changing all of their minds that you're amazing and they are too. That is how you influence. You guys can influence and shift anywhere you go. And so people are and find that captivating. Your haters, it has them rattled. They're like, normally so and so is a very cheap client. They never pay for what they're supposed to pay for. They always try to get out of payment. They always have an excuse, whatever, whatever. But collective always gets them to pay their bill. How is that? So and so never leaves anyone gratuity, but they always leave collective gratuity. Why is that? This person doesn't like talking to anybody, but they like talking to collective. Why is that? You guys have people foaming at the mouth, chomping at the bit on how you do what you do. You're kind of a big deal. You are kind of a big deal. You guys take negative energy and you transmute it. You turn it into sunshine. You turn it into rainbows. And people are like, how did they get them to say thank you? How did they get them to pay their bill? How did they get them to give them money? How did they get them to do that? You guys inspire others to open their eyes. You guys inspire people to wake the F up. You guys inspire people to be more open-minded. Because believe it or not, a lot of people are intimidated by the way you work. How you work is a work of art. And you might be thinking, oh, I'm just a barista. Oh, I'm just a makeup artist. Oh my gosh, I'm just in retail. People look at you and how you work, how you maneuver through a room, how you influence, how you charm, the words that you use. You guys all have a certain verbiage. You guys all have certain mannerisms that people find captivating. So no matter what your job is, you were chosen for many industries, if not several. And people are like, oh my gosh, like nobody does retail like them, corporate like them, sales like them, finances like them. And you're not doing it for any of them. You work and maneuver the way that you do for you. So you're proud of what you did when you go home. So you know that you put in your best effort and that no one can really come for you or they're going to look delusional as hell. Okay? Like when I'm leaving my bartending job, like I'm not leaving until everything is done. You're not going to call me. You're not going to text me. You're not going to email me about nothing. About nothing. Because I did my job and then some. I'm proud of what I do. I love what I do. I love being around people. And so, though I do it part-time, it's like people like watching me run around in a circle. Okay? I've been doing it for a long time. And I feel like it's very therapeutic for my ADHD to run in a circle methodically, figure eights on everyone around me. And some people get really upset with me, like it's not fair that she gets this, it's not fair that she gets that. Run circles, be nice to people, love what you do, and that can happen for you too. But there are people that are rattled and think that things that should just be given to them, and that is not the case. Because for me specifically, I worked shitty shifts for years. Okay? Years. Several. I didn't get the best shifts. I didn't work at the best locations. I had to do doubles, opens, closes, back to back, working multiple locations. I had to do that for like 6 years, 7 years. And so now when they come for my jugular, like, she shouldn't have that. Oh my gosh. She only has to be here a little bit of time and she shouldn't have that. Like, I don't answer to you. I don't answer to you. Maybe you didn't get that email. You know how many times I have to tell people that in a year where I work? Like, because these people think that they deserve my shifts and that I don't deserve it. And it's like they must have bumped their head. They must have gotten amnesia because I worked shitty shifts and made it work for almost 7 years. So I don't really care about how they feel about what I got now because it ain't theirs. Okay? There are a lot of things coming to light and about your gifts, about your abilities. Okay, you guys are coming through as the high priestess. You are very intuitive at this time. You are going to be able to sense when people around you are in pain, when they are healing, when they are sad. You are going to be super in tune. Now, you'll be deciding if you acknowledge these people or not, but you are going to be aware. You are going to be aware of people's vibes. And I want you to hear it from me first. Mark my words. You are spot on. Those of them that you F's with, you can ask them like, hey, I noticed something about you today and you didn't seem like you were in pain. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, I'm actually not in pain. This happened, this happened, this happened. Thank you for asking. Be your charming, magnetic self, okay? Because you guys got people baffled, shook, speechless, and people just really like being around you. So as you guys might want to be isolated, you guys might want to be not dealing with people, cut off from the world, doing your own thing, minding your business. There are a lot of people that are being activated around you. They're being awakened after being asleep for a very long time on how certain people should maneuver or maybe even how life should be. And they are really going to, in some effed up way, help supercharge you if you acknowledge them. And it's going to supercharge you because it's going to show you not only that you're spot on, but that people are truly drawn to your light. They are drawn to your abilities. You guys really inspire people. Whoever I'm speaking to, you are not the type of person as somebody amazing walks through the door. You're not like, oh my gosh, they're so amazing. Ew, F them. You're not like that. When somebody amazing walks through the door, you're like, I want to be amazing like that. How do I do that? I'm starting today. It inspires you because there's so much pain. There's so much dog shit. There's so many things that were rotten to the core that you had to get up out of the dirt, out of the ashes. So you don't have time for the spirit of envy. Like very rarely, whoever I'm speaking to, very rarely do you deal with the spirit of envy. And that could be a sibling that's triggering you, something along the lines of whatever you haven't accepted with them, the attention that they could get from a parent or a loved one, or arch nemesis number 5, getting their dream job or their dream house. The spirit of envy can creep in for maybe that. But when it comes to gatekeeping, withholding information from people that want to better themselves, or just magnetic people that are around you, you use that to supercharge you, to catapult into more change. You guys are evolving like every 30 seconds of the day. You guys have many different personalities, and it's what keeps people on their toes. And that is also a form of your protection. I've told you guys this before. God and the universe be changing your gifts, adding layers, adding levels, because it is a form of your protection. How can your most hated haters keep up with you if you maneuver that way? If you're so talented and you're so gifted, it's like being at your job. There are so many people that feel like they cannot keep up with you. Realistically, they would need like a Red Bull, they would need a lot of things to try to do that. And even if they could complete all of these different tasks, they still wouldn't be able to do it as charming or as nice or as kind as you. Or, as charming as you. So when you guys see other people doing this, like being magnetic, taking charge of the room, you're taking notes. You're not like, oh my gosh, I hate how they do that. You're like, oh my gosh, I got to do that. Okay, how can I do that? Not be a copycat, but how can I do that and like make it my own? Okay, Like my husband can always tell when I'm like listening to a new influencer because certain things with me will start to shift. And he's like, okay, you weren't doing that yesterday. So who are you listening to now? And I'm like, nobody. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So we have the Ace of Wands. Like the way that you guys are taking action, people are like, I want to do that. So understand that as you guys see that in others, others see that in you. They're like, I'm inspired. Okay? Think about that feeling you have when like you see somebody like unbelievable, unforgettable. That's what you guys are to other people. Okay? That is what you guys are to other people. They're like, oh my gosh, I love that bracelet. I love that hat. I love that lip gloss. Like, tell me everything because this is how people become obsessed with you. You guys are like that perfect rebel, villain, savage, Disney princess, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? You guys are a lighthouse to many. You guys are going to be getting a lot of good news in the next 1 to 2 weeks. Like, so things are going to be a little, they're going to seem janky to you, but I feel like it's an optical illusion. You're going to be like, okay, well, this fell through. I'm repairing all of these things. Oh my gosh. But you are going to handle it like a champion. And as you're doing that, you're going to get good news. Every time you handle a task, you don't give up, you are going to be rewarded. Every time you don't pop off, you don't mow somebody down, you're going to elevate. This breakthrough, I'm hearing clap for the heavyweight champ, me. You guys have a lot of spiritual support coming in. And it is electric. Absolutely electric. The way that you communicate, people are like, oh my gosh, I have to respond to them, but I don't want to sound dumb. Let me go ask so-and-so what they would say to collective. Let me go get my AI app because I don't want to sound redonkulous. You guys, this is the most intimidating you have ever been. Mark my words, mark my words, mark my words. And it is important that you guys see that you have been putting in that work, working late hours. You are not talking to anybody if it ain't a two-way street. You are not talking to nobody if it is one-sided. Oops. There better be two phones. There better be somebody at the other end of that. Because if there's not, you're going to put these people on do not disturb. Your money is going to be changing. Okay? I feel like there are certain things going on that are bothering you. And whatever those things are that are bothering you, I feel like there's something about it that is an illusion, if that makes sense. I'm trying to think of like how to explain it. Like, if you guys are dealing with electrical problems, it's so you can realize something that you need to be in front of. If there's something going awry with the car, it's a way for you guys to be preventative. Do you know what I mean? So there are certain things like snafus, hiccups, obstacles that are getting in your way, and you're like, what the frick is this? This is some random effery. But it is a way for you guys to be in front of something far worse that could happen. Okay? It's going to show you, oh, hey, let's like look at this really quick because we need to protect this better. We need to be more aware of this. And so you guys are going to be going through like this prep period of getting things ready, getting your ducks in a row as you guys deal with certain snafus. And you guys are getting rewarded for all the work that you've been putting in. So everything is moving full steam ahead. Everything is moving full steam ahead. Now, there are some rumors going on around about you because you guys are extremely private at this time. People are trying to say that you're greedy, that you're conceited, that you want it all. People are trying to say that you only have this influence because you're sending dirty pics, or you're sending dirty snaps, or you're sleeping with the boss. There are people that are saying some pretty foul things. Not everybody, but for some of you. Okay, if you guys are walking in your purpose currently, you know what industry you were chosen for. You know where you're supposed to be a spiritual teacher or advisor. This is some of the things that people are saying about you. Oh, they have an OnlyFans. Oh, they only have this because they bought it. I mean, you got some haters that are like, they're so into themselves. They're so superficial. They're so overconfident and like, oh, they're doing too much. They're not doing enough. That's the problem. They're not doing enough. So people are acting like you are being like over salacious or over sexualized on social media, especially for those of you running a social media business. They don't know shit and they will be dealt with. Okay, you guys are the star and you guys are overcoming challenges. It is time for things to unfold smoothly for you. And within a few days, okay, there's a couple things that maybe you had to take time off to handle. Maybe there are a couple of things that have really been irking you, bothering you, and it's like you're not even going to sleep well until these things are handled. Within a few days, you're getting off of this roundabout, okay, because it is time for things to unfold smoothly. So I'm hearing 2 to 3 days. If you guys are that person that is in the middle of handling something where you're like, oh my gosh, when am I going to get resolution? When am I going to get an actual answer? Because these could be the people that were over here that you are replacing. And if that is the case, within a few days, you're going to have it figured out. So really just try to take one task at a time instead of marinating on that task that is not complete. I want you guys to have faith that it will work out because it's going to. There's a roundabout that you feel like you're on. Like, I've been praying for a resolution, and every time I think I get one, I'm like not sure or I don't know, and you want the solution to be clear. Okay, so right now you guys could be praying for some clarity. Okay, you guys could be praying for better connections for whoever you just got rid of or whoever you're about to get rid of. Okay, because there were a lot of people that you replaced in this last retrograde. So you're like, okay, I replaced all these people, but now these certain obstacles or jobs are coming up where I have to take care of this. How am I going to take care of this if I don't have resolution, if I don't have new people in place? And I'm getting that you will win in the end within a few days. You will have your answer. In a few days, you will know better of like whoever's supposed to come in for you or whoever's supposed to help you fix this prep that you've been doing. Okay, maybe you guys have been getting paperwork together for a business, paperwork together to file certain things, and you're like, oh my gosh, like this person was a flake, this person didn't do their job, and so now you're like, you feel like you're scrambling. Have faith that you are allowed to get rid of people that are childish. Whoever you're getting rid of, these people are childish. They are self-obsessed. So you guys could be like, they're flaking out on me, but they're on social media right now. I'm so done. So drop your scissors down below because they definitely had the wrong one. Okay, they definitely had the wrong one. They could be getting into a new relationship and whoever you're dealing with, they could be serial daters or they could be going through their whole era. Whatever they're doing, they're not doing the job that you have asked them to do, or they're not being the friend or the family member that you have asked them to be. And so they are not going on this level up. And them thinking that they could hold you back, they could never. They could never. You guys always land on your feet. So affirm it below. I always land on my feet. I always take care of me. I'm always going to be good. Always. Okay? Affirm it below. I am always going to be good. You're like, now I got to be cautious, but be optimistically cautious. Like, okay, I'm letting all these people go. It's fine. It's going to be fine. These people are going to get theirs because they just were really like, oh, they'll forgive me. They'll come back because maybe in the past You couldn't find somebody to file the things that you needed, or you couldn't find somebody to do the things that you needed, and you would just always go back to them, whether it's a nanny or a babysitter or a hairstylist or whatever it is. You're like, oh, I always go back to them. Why do I do that? They're such a flake. They're such a fraud. They're always stringing you along. And while they're stringing you along, they waste time. They waste your time. So instead of you being able to rectify what you need to rectify, you're thinking that they're going to come through. This is the last time that they're not coming through, and you have had it. You're like, okay, door 3 was dog shit, so I'm going through these other doors. I don't need you anymore. They're like, you're going to need me. You're like, I don't need you anymore. I really don't. Because you've been stringing me along. These breadcrumbs, they will not suffice. Okay? Oh my gosh, empty promises. I haven't looked at these cards yet, but it's cracking me up. These empty promises will not suffice. These breadcrumbs, they won't work. People playing games, you're breaking free of the people that have been playing games. Is going to be one of your biggest, like, yes, all of them see me now. I'm serious. Okay, I'm for serious, always going to be. I'm always going to take care of me. I'm always going to land on my feet. So you played yourself. These people played themselves. They are being relocated. Okay. Ooh, I'm hearing a street bike. Yes. Okay. If you are new on my channel, street bikes, quads, dirt bikes, Harleys are confirmation. They are the notifications. These people, they played themselves. They thought, you need me. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And now they're like, I'm being relocated? What do you mean? Yeah. They're going to be getting notified. And not just by you, by others, that they are bibbity bobbity gone. So you're just smiling like, I gave you so much grace. I gave you so much wiggle room. And all you did was finagle some more empty promises, and you had me effed up. They had you burning through money. They had you burning through opportunities, and you're done. You're like, okay, if I have to get an extension, if I have to go hire 3 people, I'm going to figure this out. A lot of this has to do with your work, okay? A lot of this has to do with your work or how you work. And then we also have third house. So there are things going on with how you maneuver your ambition, your achievements, your rank in society is shifting. This is what has people rattled. They're seeing that they have to approach you a certain way, or they just best get to get in. And how you guys process knowledge, rules, communication, one's generosity, and social life, that all has to do with the download in the beginning. So confirmation. You guys are being really protective of your energy right now. You are trying really hard not to do anything that will cause attention, but everything that you do causes attention. Okay? You guys got people blocked. Let the block party begin. Affirm it below. Anybody with the one-sided love, blocked. Anybody with the big ego, blickety, blocked. Anybody that was mooching, can I have, please, 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 more, blocked. Anyone projecting, no. Sprinkle, they're gone. Because you will do whatever you got to do by any means necessary to tap into your happiness. And these people stringing you along, promising you the world and not following through is very triggering to you. You're like, that's not gratitude. That's not friendship. That's not what a colleague does. That's not what people that are not being professional, especially, you're like, I can't deal with this. So you guys are breaking free. You are trying things out on your own. You are finding yourself. You are gaining another sense or another level of independence. And you're going to try to make it as adventurous as possible. So you guys are proceeding carefully with who you're going to work with next. Things in your 10th house and your 3rd house. You guys are looking at the grand design. You're thinking ahead. And you are intimidating right now because people see like, damn, they're a visionary. They're a trendsetter. They're ruthless. They're kind of a savage. Like other people would give chance after chance after chance after chance. You're like, if they don't want to make things right, they're gone. And you are being upgraded. Okay, some of you guys could be entrepreneurs, teachers, and I love that. I love that for you guys. Thank you, Rabbit. You have guided me in so many ways. I cannot thank you enough. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. You are so welcome. Thank you guys for being here. Yeah, you guys could be feeling like you're going through a wave of emotions. Well, you only got a couple more days to ride these emotions out. Things will be settled. You will have more answers and you will win in the end. I know you guys feel like you're on a roundabout right now. Like, oh my gosh, what is the answer? What is the resolution? Who am I supposed to work with? Maybe you guys had to find new people to maneuver with and it's making you nervous because you're like, well, which one's the right person? Who am I going to connect with on a soul level? I'm nervous. What if I pick the wrong person? And I'm getting that this year, as you guys are going through this like prep period, that of course next year is going to be a lot smoother for you, but how you guys maneuver through these upgrades right now, how you guys use the information given, how you guys redirect people trying to string you along, how you guys redirect people shitting on you and not appreciating you is really going to have you guys just seeing everything in a completely different light. Okay, people are seeing you in a completely different light. So just continue to have faith and affirm that like God's got it. Okay, God goes hard for you. The universe goes hard for you. So mark my words. This is the most intimidating you have ever been. Look, all these people in disbelief. Oh my gosh, I fucked up. Now they're not answering the phone. What do I do? Move on with your life. Move on with your life. Because it's over. It's done. Okay? These people were under review the whole time. You're seeing them in a different light because you're leveling up and you're not going to settle. Okay? We are not settling here. You got the cosmic venom. Like, no, I got to do what's best for my household. Riddle me what? I got to do what's best for my children. Riddle me what? I got to do what's best for my bank account. So, yeah. What did I tell you guys? You're going to be dripping in opportunities, dripping in success. Oh my gosh, I hear a street fight. Yes, confirmation. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. So good. Thank you, Michelle. Okay, let's see if we get anything else for you guys before I get out of here. I hope that, sometimes when I'm getting these messages and I'm getting these downloads, I'm like, I just wish I could give you guys a hug. Like, we are going to get through this. We are going to be okay. Mark my words. We are coming out on the other side. Okay? No one's got resilience like you. Resources like you. Social media. You guys are really going to be shining on social media, or people feel like you are flying so far under the radar. They're going to be like digging up. They're like digging things up on your social media. Like, there's got to be something on here. You guys are getting more publicity, whether you want it or not, because you're intimidating right now. You guys are going places. Everything you do is impressive. And people are a little shook by it. See? Look at you guys. Badass. You can fix anything. Bob the Builder, can we fix it? Yes, we can. You're like, oh, something's wrong with my turbo? I'll fix that. They're like, you're a girl. So what? Oh, my oil's leaking. They're like, you know how to fix that? You're like, and what? Okay? People just, you guys got people in shock. They're like, damn, they're crafty. Damn, they could fix anything. If you can't fix it, you'll look it up. If you can't, like, there's a video, there's something. You guys will find the answer. Yeah, a whole cheat code. You guys will figure out what the cheat code is. You are not about to be stuck or stranded during this transition. Okay? So it's like you knowing that you're going through the transition, you know that the chariot's coming, but you're like, ooh, let me get that chariot insured. Yes. Let me get roadside assistance for that chariot. Not about to be stuck. No, I'm not. You never know what could happen. Okay? It's you guys. That's literally you guys. You're like, they're like, no, you know, your chariot's coming. You don't need to do that. Even luxury cars get stranded, okay? Even nice things break down. And when they break down, they be expensive. So what are you guys doing? Covering the back end, okay? You know, if it's like a BMW or a Mercedes, that it can only go to the dealership to get worked on, or it's going to be super expensive, kind of like a Porsche. Oh my gosh. One of my hairstylists drives a Porsche, right? And I'm like, girl. It's like she has expensive taste. This card says expensive taste. Like she has expensive taste. I'm like, girl, what? She's like, oh my gosh, so my car's in the shop. This was like a long time ago, but it just makes me think of her. She's like, my car's in the shop and I just have to get like a tire fix and the air conditioning. And I'm like, how much is that? She's like, 10 grand. I'm like, girl, what? You know how many things you could buy with that? Cars in the shop right now, it's 10 G's. Are you freaking serious? Like, you got me all the way out to Nope. I'm like, girl, you could get a different type of luxury car and not be paying that. And she's like, well, you know, no one's ever like, ooh, I like that Lexus. Like, so I need a Porsche. I'm like, I mean, do you, boo-boo. You do good hair, so who am I to be like, what are you doing? But what the fuck? Yeah, I'm like, girl, you are crazy. Crazy. She's crazy. Crafty, but crazy. So it's kind of like knowing that all this better stuff is coming in, but you're like, still going to make sure that we got the insurance, that we're not about to be stuck on the side of the road. Make sure that there's a spare in there. You guys are crafty, okay? And you keep it real with yourself. Comment down below. I keep it a buck. I keep it 1,000. You're like, yeah, it's a nice car, but I'm not about to, you know, there could be debris in the road. Boom, tire blows. You're like, see, now I'm ready. Okay, if you get ready and you're always ready, you just don't gotta get ready. You guys are going through this soul activation. Okay, you guys are going on this soul activation journey. You are activating your soul's purpose and receiving gifts. But even these gifts, you're like, are they authentic? Are they insured? You're just making sure like you're good. Okay, you are making sure you're good. I'm seeing a lot of you guys paying it forward. Okay, I touched on this a little bit in another message, but you guys being charitable right now, not like going crazy or ham, not saying that you have all the money in the world, but there is something that is like a cheat code in that. Like, say you're at work and your work is sales, and there's a couple people that help you. They're not expecting anything, and you give them some money for helping you out. And you do it from a good place. Like, you do it from a, not like I should do this, but like, no, I want to do this. Plus, nobody else be doing that. You guys are going to like double, if not triple, what you normally make. Okay? So, really think about that. One of the ways you are being activated right now is the way that you give to your collective, the way that you give to the people around you. Okay? So not giving to be like, oh, that's the right thing to do. Like giving because you're like, yeah, they put in the work. And I know they're not expecting it. I don't have money growing on trees, but I be affirming that I do. You guys are going to be seeing a big return on that. Okay, I really want you to think about that. You're going to be seeing a big return on how you pay it forward. Not because anybody's making you, but just because you're like, yeah, I'm going to do that. You can even do that before you see what you've made. You can even do that before, and you're just going to end up with more. Okay, you are just going to end up with more. You guys are unlocking another type of money flow. You guys are unlocking another cheat code for money, another cheat code for sales, commission, revenue, bonuses. So something that was locked is now opened. And you guys are getting the cheat code to how you're going to rip open these floodgates of abundance. Instead of having to put all this labor in all the time, you're being given, you are unlocking certain cheat codes that are inspiring, like you're doing inspired action, like you feel inspired to give, you would feel inspired to do. This could be acts of service, quality time, any type of inspired action like that, because I said in the beginning, you guys are going to be taking action in a different way. And it's just really going to pay off right now. You guys really are investing in yourself and setting the tone for how the rest of the year is going to go. So for the next 2 to 3 weeks, no, for the next 2 to 4 weeks, you guys got them rattled. Everyone around you is like, I'm not on par. I'm not even close to what collective is doing. Mark my words. This is the most intimidating you have ever been. You have ever been. I love that. See? You're a motivator. For good or for bad. You are a motivator. The way that you guys be moving, people are like, oh, yeah, I should go work out tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I shouldn't have eaten that. Oh, yeah, I should drink more water. Oh, yeah, I shouldn't talk to my person like that. Whatever this is, you guys be motivating people to just do it different. Do it different. Be authentic. Connect on a soul level. Okay? But know this. People, when they see you, like their heart stops. You are that mesmerizing. Like body snatched, charm snatched. It's giving. Your authenticity, your transparency, your just, how you are. It's giving. And I love that. I love that for you guys. Okay. Where are we at on time? Perfect. Let's get out more for advice. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I pulled out this many. But that's what I be doing when I don't write down the download. I'm just like, I need visuals. I need visuals. I need visuals because my attention is like, and I need it to focus on the illustrations. I'm seeing that you guys are going to be gathering your strength or finding a different way to recharge yourself. Maybe you're going to be taking more naps or taking time off or doing less in a certain aspect of your life is what I'm getting. You guys are really getting back into the law of attraction. I am getting that. You guys are getting back into the law of attraction. You were trying to figure out, like, what's my magic again? Because, nurture yourself, gather your strength. You guys really want to be comfortable right now, but at the same time, you still want to be elevating and you still want to be growing. So it's like, how do I explain this? You guys are just seeing like, okay, for me to feel really refreshed, I need to do more of this or I need to do more of that. And you're really just going to be paying attention to that right now. Solitude. See? You guys are going to be enjoying alone time. Oh, I get it. Okay. Say like you guys have been wanting to spend more time in nature, but like you don't have time to. Say you work all the time. Maybe you're going to find different tasks like organizing the garage will bring you some solitude, or organizing that bedroom you don't like going into, or that drawer you don't like opening, or pulling the weeds. Like, you're going to be seeing that different things are going to bring you solitude and also get other things done. And it's going to be a form of recharging you or taking you out into nature. Okay. Your truth has people rattled. Okay. So last but not least, what I'm getting for you guys is there's some people that are going to be getting to know you in this season. They're not familiar with your narrative. They are not familiar with your timeline, the things that you've been through. They're going to be truly baffled. Like, oh my gosh, you're in recovery. Oh my gosh, you went to jail. Oh my gosh, you were homeless. Oh my God. Like, that is how you guys are inspiring. Sit up on that throne, the throne that you deserve to be on. Rock that crown that you deserve to rock. There are so many people that are not familiar with your story. You are a hero. Okay? You guys are always getting it up out of the dirt. Somebody here could be buying a piece of workout equipment. Somebody here could be buying like an elliptical or like a Peloton, or I don't know, maybe you guys don't like working out in front of people or like doing cardio in front of people. And so you're going to be investing in something at home that's going to give you more energy and like really kind of sprinkle on that fighting spirit. Or maybe you're going to get on like a payment plan to like make that type of investment for something in your home. I'm just seeing like you're being given different cheat codes of what your truth can unlock, what giving can unlock, what cutting people off can unlock, and what re-energizing can unlock. Like, you are really in tune with the cheat codes and, okay, I need to tell this person this way, stand up for myself and do this, and you're going to see all types of things unlock for you, all types of opportunities. You are going to be dripping in opportunities, dripping in success. I cannot believe all the bikes I'm hearing. It's going up on a Thursday. And I love it. I love it. I love it. Everything's also just going to have perfect timing. Don't focus too much on your communication. You are doing it well. You are leaps and bounds in front of a lot of people that can barely hold on to the way that you communicate. So don't be so hard on yourself. As you guys give other people grace because they're just trying to keep up, give yourself some grace. Okay? You don't have to be perfect all the time. Yes, even push-ups, sit-ups, dancing in the home. Like, sometimes me and my husband will be like, do you want to do jumping jacks? Yeah. Like, we'll be like lazy all week and then we're like, yeah, let's do some jumping jacks. Like, yeah. And then we're like, okay, that was fun. Let's not do that again. Or we'll be like, he'll be doing push-ups and I'm like, oh, I could do push-ups too, but I work so much, I really don't be like getting into it like that like I used to. But yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, dance around the house. Like, we like to dance a lot around the house and just act silly. And so just remember to have fun with yourself. Be silly with yourself. And I feel like there's like this childlike nature in you that's brewing. I feel like there is this inner child like part of you that's coming out and that you are really going to like nurture and be kind to. Love it. Yeah, stay moving. I literally stay moving. And now that I work more than I've ever worked, I'm just like, well, I gotta do all this other stuff. Like, I'll like lift weights before I go live. Literally, like, I'll work all day and then I'm like, oh, I gotta go live. Let me start lifting weights. I gotta get the pump on. Okay? Like, if my husband saw me before a live stream, he'd be like, what are you doing? I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready. Don't worry about it. I try to fly. LOL. Stop. The freedom of your truth. Communicate honestly and be who you truly are. Okay? You're going to be making important decisions. So just, it's right back to the important decisions that you're making to cut certain people off. You guys are communicating correctly. Don't be hard on yourself like, oh, did I say it too mean? Or should I have not said it like that? Like, I don't know. No, you're doing it right. You're doing it right. Communicate honestly and just be who you truly are. Like, say you're dealing with a new person and you're like, oh, I don't want to hurt their feelings. You're not going to hurt their feelings. They might even thank you for your honesty. Like, you know what? I noticed that too. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. And that's actually going to get you a lot further than like withholding. This is not the time for you to withhold your feelings. And that's where that kind of Aries shift is coming in with the retrograde and the solar eclipse, because everyone's just spewing all this word vomit, breaking bones. Their words are sharp. They're not thinking. You guys are methodical. You're like, I don't want to hurt this person's feelings. So how can I say this? So I get what I need. I say what I need to say, and they're not in the corner crying and they don't want to talk to me, not never again. So take your time in making decisions. Like, maybe you're the type of person that answers the phone quick, on the fly, and you're not going to be doing that. You're not going to be doing that right now. You're like, no, I need to think about how I'm going to respond, because Mercury is doing its thing and all these things are doing its thing, and you're like, I need to think because it could come out totally wrong. But don't be too over analytical of yourself. Like, at least you're communicating what needs to be said. Say what you need to say. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, facts. Okay, so again, you got them rattled. You're going to see it unfolding. You're going to see people, some people are actually going to say it to you. And like some of my customers stopped me today and they were like, do you just know how beautiful you are? And like, and then they said something and the other guy was like, I said it first. And I'm like, I love you guys. It's okay. Like, the people are going to be like telling you that you're amazing. And so what you're going to be doing is, instead of being like, no, stop, you're going to marinate in that. Take all of that. People be zapping your energy left and right. Let's talk about it. People be zapping your energy left and right. So when people are feeding positivity into you, you better take that. Oh, I'll take that. Oh, I'll take that. Oh, I'll take all of it. Okay, I'll take all of it. Take all of it. Because people will be constantly like needing you to heal and activate them. When are you getting recharged? Take it. Accept it. Say thank you. Thank you. Practice saying thank you. Practice being comfortable in it. Okay, sometimes compliments can make us uncomfortable. I know that's how it is for me. I'm like, and I like make weird noises and I make weird faces and I'm like, was my face weird? It probably was really weird. So a lot of the times we can be really awkward. Like me, I can take like a quick compliment. I can't take a long compliment. I'm like dancing, like, okay, thank you, bye. Like, because I'm uncomfortable. When you have people that have been beating you down your whole life, you're like, oh my gosh, positivity. Who's that? So a lot of you guys that have issues with really like marinating in that for too long, you're going to be practicing letting people breathe rainbows, life, sunshine, positivity, and just, words of affirmation. Like, maybe that's not your love language, right? Maybe your love language is like acts of service or something different. And words of affirmation makes you uncomfortable. So when people give you words of affirmation, you're like, somebody could literally, bestie, be sweeping you off your feet and you're like, what are you talking about? And they're like, oh, works with all the other girls. It's not going to work with you. It's not going to work with you. But you're just going to be practicing being more accepting. Okay? Gift giving is your love language. Yeah, I feel that. Gift giving, and acts of service. That's my love languages. Julia says, I'm not used to compliments. Yeah, you guys are going to have people like putting their hand on your shoulder and be like, what do they need? What do they want? They'll be like, I just really want to tell you how beautiful you are. And you're going to know that they mean it with every fiber of their being. You guys got positive people rattled. They're like going to be so rattled that they have to tell you how amazing you are. And then you have the negative people that are rattled. You want to know what they're going to be doing? They're so tongue-tied that they're just going to be like this. Just staring at you. Just staring. Love it. Yeah, you guys have this silver tongue. And you guys got people tongue-tied. and this retrograde slowing you guys down, but you're still going to be faster than most. Okay? I love you guys. If you guys are looking for my other platform where I do pick a cards for you guys, where you guys get to vote. You guys have access to the whole library for $11.11 a month for everything that was ever filmed on Patreon, and it is ad free. Here on my platform, I sponsor myself. Okay, link in the description box. And yeah, thank you guys for all of your support on Patreon and on members only, and those of you guys that found me on TikTok and now are over here. Thank you guys so much. I know I'm slacking on TikTok. I'm just burnt out. So I'm trying to take it easy. But thank you, Virginia. Thank you, Randon. Thank you guys. Don't forget to smash the you-know-what. Hit the bell, duh. You do not want to miss out. You guys know I'd be posting sporadically. You do not want to miss out on future live streams. And drop your favorite affirmations. Let me know what's going on with you guys and how this resonated with you. It's the best way for me to tap into your guys' energy when I'm reading for you or when I'm channeling downloads. And I love getting to know you guys that way, like with what's going on in your life when we're doing these different discussions. You know what I mean? Hold on. Telling you, people are just going to be acting a little crazy. A little crazy. All right, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. I hope I see you guys soon. I'll see you guys later. I love you guys so much. And yeah, keep doing you, bestie. Thank you. What happened to affirmations? Sometimes we have so many new people in here, they're like, what are those? What are those? Okay, so affirmations are, we naturally question ourselves, for everyone new in the chat. And it is like an affirmation, but an askformation. And it is like a cheat code to the law of attraction. And it's so your brain, your subconscious can meet less resistance. But I just tell you guys nowadays just to drop your favorite affirmations. I'm not trying to like bog you guys down with like a million like affirmations and affirmations. But some good ones would be, why is everything always working out for me? Why does God go so hard for me? Why does the universe go so hard for me? Why am I so incredibly lucky? Because what happens is your subconscious goes on this spiral of go figure that shit out, why it is true. Because sometimes when we do affirmations, if we're not really feeling it, our subconscious is like, you're lying. You don't feel amazing. You don't feel whatever. You know what I mean? And so an affirmation is, since we are normally like, oh my gosh, why is this all going wrong? What happened here? What's going on there? And then our subconscious is a proving mind. So it's like, I got to prove it. I got to prove why this is all happening and going awry. So what you can do is naturally question yourself in a positive way for things going in your favor, so your subconscious can prove it to you, or at least meet least resistance. And you guys can use the Parrot app, like the bird Parrot. And it is a free app where you guys can record your voice and it'll play on a loop. Okay, it'll play your affirmations on a loop, your cheat codes. You can add music to it if you want to, and you can play a list of different affirmations or whatever affirmations you guys want to do. Yes. So like, why do I have 10 Grammys? Absolutely, just like that. Why is there 10 million in my bank account? Your subconscious like, oh my gosh, there's 10 million in the bank account. We got to figure out why. We got to figure out why. We got to figure out why. So affirmations are great. And the reason why I tell you guys to use the Parrot app is because there's not a lot of great affirmation content. Like, if you guys are like me, I'm really picky about the affirmations I listen to, or, you know, everyone likes different type of content. If they like music or sounds or nature sounds or rain. And so I feel like the affirmation bit is still growing. And so if you don't like what is available to you, because it's not talked about as much, you can make your own with the Parrot app. Yes, Melanie, yes. Why do I have 100K? Oh my gosh, why did Bestie just read my comment? I love you guys. Yes, why am I receiving nonstop financial freedoms galore? Yes, financial freedom is the best. Hi, Savage Queen. Alrighty, you guys, I'm gonna get out of here, and you guys are cute. So yeah, you guys can drop your favorite affirmation, your favorite affirmation, and that's so we can practice positivity being echoed back to us, especially in a negative. Like, I feel like these transits are really doing the most. So if you are naturally like, oh my gosh, why is this all happening? You can affirm it below. And so I always want you guys practicing that, at least when you're on my platform. So it's just a good habit to have. We're going to be like, oh, yeah, I need to do that morning, noon, and night because I want good things happening for me. You guys deserve the very best. The very best. You're the best around. So mark my words, you are the most intimidating you have ever been. You guys got them chomping at the bit. You guys got them rattled. Okay, you guys got them foaming at the mouth. So again, don't forget to smash the you know what, hit the bell, duh. And I'll see you guys later. Thank you, mods, and thank you everyone else that joined. I love you guys. Toodles!